Me again, double dose of me today. But tonight is a little bit different. Tonight is all about how winter is affecting your skin, and it's an item with essential. It's been forever and a year since we've done these, so I'm excited to see if we've still got any viewers. Fingers crossed. Hello everyone. Give everyone a wave. Nice to see you all again. Quite a few viewers rocking in. How's everyone? How's everyone's new year so far? Oh, and a lot of love hearts as well. Thank you very much. Yes, Night In is back. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long while, but we've got a jam-packed schedule ready for you for this month. Always happy to hear your ideas as well and what you'd like us to talk about. So get in touch. You can DM us or you can comment underneath. Tonight's topic, however, is all about winter skin and how winter skin you should be aware of how winter basically is affecting your skin, as the cold weather, central heating can all have a big effect on your skin. And who else better to talk about this than skincare expert Roche Posay. So Janette, I know you've all seen, well, a few of you have met Janette before. She's La Roche Posay and Vichy's head of training, and she's a fountain of knowledge. Every time she joins me live, I learn so much. So I'm just going to invite her in. I've just seen that. Thank you. Let us know how you get on when your order arrives. Hi, Janette.
Hi, how are you, Chelsey? Oh, it's so good to see you.
I know, it feels like this is what we've been doing forever now. It hasn't felt like such a break.
I know, it's so true, isn't it? I was like, I hope I remember everything I need to do.
Oh, you're a natural. How's your new year?
Yeah, do you know what? It's not so bad at all. Staying nice and cozy indoors because it's so cold. I know we're going to be talking about winter skin, and I couldn't be more apt because I don't know about you, but definitely here in Ireland, the temperatures are much lower than they were last winter.
Yeah. Well, we're I think like -2
Yeah.
where I am, which is really cold.
Yeah, and you really notice the difference as well on your skin, don't you? As soon as that temperature just goes down a few more degrees, you really notice it.
Yeah.
Probably as well, Chelsea, because most places, the gyms and so on are closed. So I think a lot more people as well are outdoors, like just walking or
Yeah.
running just to get some kind of like bit of fresh air and exercise in. And we're definitely noticing the impact. But all good. How
And
has your new year been so far?
similar to you, Jeanette, really quiet, really cozy. I think now we know this lockdown, it's going to be a bit more permanent than we thought. I feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more calm. I've got a bit more of a routine now because I know it's not over.
Yeah.
Um, so it's good. Oh, Rakesh is watching. Hi, Rakesh.
Hi,
That's the CEO of Essential. So yeah, big thank you to everyone watching. I can see a lot of people coming in. So topic tonight, Jeanette, winter skin. Why do we need to
yes.
be aware of winter and the cold weather and central heating, all of the other things that go with that?
Yeah. So as you said, Chelsea, in your intro, the central heating and also the weather, the cold weather, it really impacts the skin. And it's got to do with humidity. So in the winter months, the humidity, the moisture in the air is lower. And when the air is drier, your skin
Yeah,
becomes drier. And that's because we talk about it before, like the epidermis, that upper layer of your skin. Well,
yeah,
its water content is really reflects the humidity around it. So the water content of your skin's epidermis is reflected of the environment that you're in. So if you're in a really drying environment, well, then the moisture levels in your skin are going to be lower. And as a result, and I'm sure lots of people now who are listening are feeling this way, you start to notice that your skin, it starts off where your skin starts to feel tighter. It's getting more
yeah.
dehydrated first.
Flaky.
And I don't know if you notice as well, like for example, after you have a shower, the skin feels quite tight.
Definitely. It's funny because now with lockdown, I am making more of a conscious effort to use sort of body care moisturizers, as realistically you've got one skin, your face should be the same as your body. A lot of people don't see it that way though, do they, Jeanette?
No, and I'm going to put my hands up here and be really honest and say, when it comes to body and moisturizing my body, I'm not good. I definitely need to up my game, which is why what I'm noticing now for, I'd say the last 5 weeks, itchy skin. And actually it
Yeah.
is called the winter itch. So you, like, if anyone again is listening and finds, yes, at nighttime I get into bed and next minute I'm like scratching
Yeah.
my skin. It is known as the winter itch, and that means you need to get more moisture into your skin. So the last 2 nights I have literally got up out of bed to put moisturizer on because I was like, I can't stand the itch. I need to
No.
moisturize. So I need to leave
Yeah,
it in the
it's so
bag. I think the best
interesting.
way to do it is to leave your body moisturizer in the bathroom. And as soon
Yes.
as you get out of the shower, just pat your skin dry, but don't fully dry it. It's okay if there's
No,
still
that's
some
right.
little.
It's a tip actually, Jeanette, isn't it? It's better to
Yeah,
moisturize your body damp as it absorbs moisture better and preserves moisture better.
exactly. So leave it that bit damp and then put your body moisturizer and your skin will just suck it in, suck that moisture and then lock it in there. And the difference, like you notice a difference within like a couple of hours. The next morning when you wake up, if you shower at nighttime, do it then. As soon as you touch your skin, you feel that it's much more hydrated. So definitely, I think, getting into a good habit, if you're like me, take my advice. If you're like me and you have been really lazy about moisturizing your body, what's working is putting the body moisturizer into the bathroom. So you're almost
Oh
like
yeah,
shaming
I'm the
yourself.
same, Jeanette. I'm a sucker for a pump though. I have to have a pump because I'm actually really lazy. So it's got
Which
to have that on so I can just slap it on.
which is great. It's really good because within the Lipicar, so for La Roche Posay, for body care, the dry skin range is called Lipicar. And the beauty about
Yes.
the Lipicar range is that you can get the body moisturizer in a pump or a tube. And I'm
Yeah, it's a
exactly like
great
you.
achieve.
I will
Yeah.
always pick a pump over a tube. It's just much quicker, very handy to use. So yeah, they come in, all of the different Lipicars come with pumps or in the tube, which is really great. And they're a good bit, 400 ml.
Definitely. Jeanette, is my internet okay or is it a bit choppy?
It's a bit choppy, Chelsea. Yeah, and I wasn't sure. Am I okay for you? Because my internet's been bad all day.
Yeah, you're fine for me. But just let me know as well, anyone watching, just pop in the comments to say, Chels, sort your internet out and I'll try and do something about it. But we're okay for now, I think.
Okay.
Right.
And it is the Lipicar Balm AP Plus. That's the one there that you would have bought for your eczema. Chelsea, I just kept going. I just saw a couple of
I'm
like
so Oh, I can always count on you, Jeanette.
I just saw a couple of comments and I was like, oh, I can answer them.
Somebody just said, Chelsea, sort your internet out. I'm trying, I'm trying. Well, this
um,
seems okay for now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gone.
Oh, really? How about now?
Yeah, you're back for me anyway. Yeah,
Okay, Jeanette, just continue and any problems, I'll let the
yeah,
audience give me a shout.
exactly. But I was just saying to that person, they were saying that in the French pharmacy sale that they bought the product for atopic skin. And that's actually a good point as well to make. Well, when it comes to winter, like someone like me, I don't have dry skin at all. In winter, I have dry skin, mainly on my body. But if you have a skin condition like eczema, for example, now you're probably finding that this skin condition is flaring up more so. So the
Yeah.
Lipicar Balm 80 Plus is the ideal product. So if you are atopic, prone to eczema, have dry, itchy skin, the balm is brilliant. And it can be used actually from newborns. So if there are babies in the house, children in the house who are also suffering with dry, irritated skin, the Lipicar Balm AP Plus is the one for them as well. And it's a lovely texture. I really like it. You've got
So
like
smooth,
really
isn't it?
nice ingredients for dry skin. Yeah, it's so silky.
I have
And
the
you know,
balm. This one, Jeanette.
yes, that's, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And that's it in the tube. So you can either have the tube, which is the 200 ml, or you've got the pump bottle here, which is the 400 ml. So either or, same product, just two different formats.
We've had a few questions, Jeanette. So,
Yeah.
Adriel, please can you send me the name of the product for eczema? It's probably best to DM us just so we can send you a direct link. Will this video be saved? Absolutely, it'll be saved on our Instagram, IGTV. And then we've got, I have no idea if I have atopic skin. I just read one of the descriptions at night that said for itchy skin. I guess, well, that's a good question for the end. How do I know I have atopic skin?
Yeah.
But somebody's asking a question about Lipicar. So, Lipicar, is it for the face and body, this one?
So Lipicar, for children, we do recommend to use it on the face of like kids and babies, because quite often, especially with babies, they'll develop eczema on the face. Adults, yes, you can use it on your face if you wish. However, you might find that there are products for the face with nicer textures and more suitable, especially if you're someone who also wears makeup. Well, then, like a product that I absolutely adore for the face, and if your skin is dry, is the Toleriane Ultra. So it's this one here, the Toleriane Ultra Cream.
For the past couple of weeks, Jeanette, actually, and I love it.
Chelsey, me
I've had a
too.
really bad cold. And Jeanette, I did butcher myself with a Dermal Cleanser knife. We won't talk about that. So I needed something really gentle to stop my skin irritating, and it's just gorgeous. It's the best sort of primer as well for my makeup. I love the
Yeah.
packaging. I didn't realize it's got a tube actually inside it as well.
Yeah, I meant to grab my own one because actually mine is literally gone, and I wanted you to
Yeah,
see inside because it's vacuum packed. So inside you've got a bag, and that's where all of the product is. So it is for like the most sensitive, most reactive skin. This is ideal for. But if you're dry, like you said, it's for everyone. It's beautiful. It's definitely like if I had to make a list of like my cannot live without products, this would be up there at the
yeah,
top. Because even any skin type, for me being oily, perfect. At nighttime, I put it on, my skin is really
yeah.
supple in the morning. Like you said, you had a little accident with your dermaplane. This is like SOS, quick, save my skin.
Yes. I use the Dermalegro serum and then this on top, and it's a dream. It's as if nothing happened.
Yeah. So if your skin on your face is dry at the moment, I would recommend go with the Toleriane Ultra Cream, because I think for facial skin, the texture would be nicer for you.
Yeah, Lipicar is a lot thicker. Maybe I can show a comparison.
Yeah.
We've
Here.
got another question. Can you use the cream for eczema on your face, or is it for the body only?
Yeah. So no, like you can with Lipicar. It's more the texture. So like
So this
you
is the
say, yeah.
difference. Oh, such a good hygiene seal on this as well. So you can see it's a lot thinner. So this is the body and this is the face.
Yeah,
Well, it's face and body, sorry. This is Lipicar and that's Tolerian. So there's a
exactly.
big difference.
There's a big, so yeah, Tolerian, Lipicard. So you can see this is a nice, like thick, balmy texture, but really melts very quickly into skin.
Yeah, weightless, but packs the punch of a really nourishing moisturizer without that
Yeah,
heavy sort of you've got too much cream on cream.
yeah. And I think as well with the Lipicar balm, it's texture wise, like you can get dressed quite quickly afterwards. It's a quick dress texture. One application a day on body really should be sufficient. Of
Yeah,
course, if you want to apply it like twice a day, you can, but one application really should do the trick for you.
definitely. Somebody said they've seen someone else using Tolerian as a moisturizer under makeup. It gave the most amazing glow. Me and Jeanette vouch for that. Sometimes when I go to bed, I think, oh, I need some today, just to see a little bit of a glow, even though, I don't need something a little bit less sensitive. I just love the way it looks.
And it layers really well. I know we spoke
Mm,
before about the product Hyla B5,
yes.
the hyaluronic acid serum. It layers really well with the Tolerian Ultra. So if you really wanted to give your skin a good hydration boost, this is your hyaluronic acid serum. All we need from this is one pipette of the product, and then tap it or massage it into the skin and seal it in then with the Tolerian Ultra cream. And that gives you such a good hydration boost. And also helps with any little lines and wrinkles.
Yes.
The
Which is
bonus.
so, Jeanette, we've talked about how winter affects the skin. So it's not just the cold weather, it's obviously the central heating.
Exactly.
I'd love to know, what everyone watching, what are you more concerned about? Is it the colder weather? Are you going for more walks or are you indoors more? Have you got the central heating on? Perhaps if it's the cold, use like an ice emoji, or if it's the central heating, use a fire one, just so we can see what the differences are. And maybe we could talk about ways that people can check their routines currently, see if they're sort of
Yeah.
winterproof, and maybe the additions they can add in.
Yeah. And
What is it for
definitely
you
like
at the moment, Jeanette?
I always change up my cleanser when it comes to kind of this time, more like November, December, when it gets quite cold, I always change from the likes of a wash, which I religiously
Yeah.
use, but I tend to prefer like a creamier cleanser. I don't know, I feel like your skin just needs a little bit more pampering, and that I massage it into the skin, so I really feel like it boosts the circulation in my skin as well. So I always change my cleanser. I go with something slightly more nourishing. So the Dermal Cleanser in Tolerian is absolutely brilliant, and again suitable for all skin types, so I use that one.
This one.
Oh. Yes, this is really lovely. And you can use that all around your eye area as well. So it's very, very nice. It feels very like comforting on the skin.
Yeah.
So definitely think about maybe your cleanser if you use a lot of wash-based products, because might want to just avoid using excess water on the skin as well. And you do
Yeah.
find, and I think I can vouch for nearly everyone to say that when we shower, we tend to turn the temperature up in the winter.
Yes. I'm on about 38 at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
we turn it up. I always have to check before getting into the shower. If my husband's been there before me, I have to check because he has a temperature right up. It would take the skin off you. But yeah, so we'd use a kind of hotter water. So that's why I like to swap to maybe a micellar water or the Tolerian Dermal Cleanser, which is really nourishing as well for the skin. Also, if you're not using additional, say, a serum currently in your routine, it's a good time to introduce a serum in there, like the Hyla B5, something that's going to help with keeping the hydration levels up. Because just think about it, it's the humidity in the air where the skin's upper layer is getting moisture from. So if that air has gone dry, you really want to compensate. So the likes
Yeah.
of the Hyaluronic B5 serum, it will compensate for the lack of moisture in the air. So something like a serum is good. And even like texture of products. I don't know, Chelsey, if you do this, but I use a lot of fluid based, usually from spring to kind of end of
Yeah.
October, being oily. But now, like, I switched to a cream. Like, I couldn't. A fluid just wouldn't be enough.
Yeah. I guess I actually don't change the textures. I add in more steps, but it's a great
Yeah,
way to. I don't know if you've been watching minimalism, Jeanette, or just fancy clearing out all of your
yeah,
skincare, but I actually want to use less steps. So looking at textures is a great tip for people around winter.
definitely. So, for example, the Tolerian Ultra, that comes in two textures. There's a fluid and there's a cream.
Yeah.
My go-to would usually be the fluid, but right now, because it is much colder, again, the central heating's up. I'm nearly sitting on the radiator when I'm working during the daytime. I've
Yeah.
changed to the cream. So
Mm.
have a look at maybe the texture, and you'll find with a lot of La Roche-Posay products, we always offer multiple textures. So you'll have a light one, a rich one. So that's a good,
Yeah,
I think, a good thing to look for as well.
definitely. We've had a few questions around this and some comments, so I'm going to try and keep up. Majority of people are actually indoors at the moment, which is interesting. Lisa says, you read my mind. I was going to ask if a cream cleanser would be better than a wash in the winter. Um, the Russell Love says, I'm really struggling to find a cleanser that doesn't make my skin feel tight after. And I think, which I really like, we've got some people in the audience helping each other out, which is fab.
Oh, great.
Um, would you recommend the I always stumble on this.
Tolerian. We don't make it easy.
Tolerian. I
We don't make it
know. Would you recommend the Tolerian cleanser for the winter rather than the Epiclar cleanser? So should we look at maybe Russell's question?
Yeah.
Our audience have gone in and asked which cleanser are you using? Is it a foam? And then Joel's also asked to use a moisturiser afterwards. But have you got any tips for the Russell's Love, Jeanette, around cleansers to not make skin feel tight?
Yeah, so you still want to have a wash-based cleanser, but something that's not going to dry out your skin. In the Tolerian range, there is the Dermal Cleanser. It's a wash-based cleanser.
Yeah.
So we do have that as well. So that would be non-drying. So it's in the Tolerian range, and it is a lovely cream cleanser, but it's actually a wash. So if you want to use it with water, you can. That should be really, really good. And then was that mainly that question? Sorry.
Yeah, I think that question is covered now. We'll wait for the Russells Love to come back. Let us know if you've got any further questions we can answer. The other question, would you recommend the Tolerian cleanser for winter rather than the Epiclar one?
It really depends. So if you have oily, acne-prone skin, if you still have a lot of kind of imperfections on the skin, and that's why you're using Effaclar, then I would suggest that you stick with Effaclar, so that you stay with it. So if it's working for you, you're happy with it. If you're not experiencing any dryness, then stick with it for your imperfections, because it is a really great one for keeping them at bay.
Yeah, and I guess anyone watching who doesn't know La Roche-Posay, Everclar is for breakouts region, isn't it? From problem
Exactly.
skin. So if
Yeah.
you are using product, if you have got problematic skin and you've never ever heard of La Roche-Posay before, what would you recommend for someone in the same boat who's got breakouts, finding their skin's a little bit dry, but is happy with their cleanser?
So happy with their cleanser, their skin, they have breakouts, but their skin is a little
Yeah,
bit dry.
constant. Yeah. Is it a step
So
change or?
yeah, like if you're happy with it, I would say stick with it, and if it's working. But if the cleanser is drying out your skin, then you should change, because if you're finding that it's anyway stripping of your skin's barrier is really important, because that's what keeps moisture in and irritants out. And that's when you start to notice problems occur, when you upset the skin barrier. And often, like using the wrong cleanser can then upset the barrier, and no matter what product you use after that, unless the barrier is nice and strong and healthy, you won't get the results, and you might just end up with an irritated skin.
Yes, and breakouts if you don't necessarily get any dullness, dryness. I think the past couple of years, you know, I've really believe in that, you know, having a strong skin barrier means clearer skin, not necessarily using acne products. And I wish people would understand that more. And it's something I love about all of La Roche products, is they're all, you know, help to rebuild and strengthen the skin's layers.
So definitely just make sure that, I think it seems like such a simple thing as well in the skincare routine, like cleansing. It's a step we all know to do, but it is important that you just make sure the cleanser is right. And that if you're using a cleanser and you're feeling afterwards that your skin is tight, it's uncomfortable, well, that's a key sign it's not right for you, and I would recommend that you change.
I think we've sparked a hot topic, and we've got a few more questions through. So the Russells Love has mentioned that they use a cream cleanser. It isn't La Roche Posay, but they use hyaluronic acid and a peptide moisturizer afterwards. What do you think's going wrong there, Janette?
So with Russell, the skin is dry. Sorry, I'm just missing a bit of the story.
Tight after cleansing.
It's tight after cleansing, and they're using a cream cleanser, but the skin is tight after cleansing. Then I'd say you need something better. I would say that the cleanser that you're using, if it's still tight afterwards, it's not giving your skin enough, especially if in your skincare routine you're using hyaluronic acid and then like peptides as well. I would definitely change the cleanser.
Yeah, and we're recommending the Tolerian from La Roche Posay, is that right, Janette?
Yeah, the Chelsey Dermal Cleanser, either the lovely cream-based cleanser that you can like massage in, remove with some cotton really quickly, or the facial wash as well.
Okay, great. Big Heart Mama, nice. I love that username. Thank you for joining us. I have dry skin and I'm in my 40s. What's the best product for winter weather?
Okay, so for your face, dry skin in your 40s, it has to be this combination here, the Hyla B5 and the Tolerian Ultra. You will get great results using the two of these, because you've got all your hyaluronic acid coming from your Hyla B5. And then in your Tolerian Ultra, you've got the likes of shea butter in there, there's glycerin. So they, again, really help to up the ante in the skin and lock moisture in and leave your skin nice and supple as well. So that would be a really nice routine. Hyla B5 followed by your Tolerian Ultra Cream.
Amazing.
And just make sure it's free.
I really want to make sure that once we finish this live, that people can navigate and get to where they want to after. So if you've heard about a product and you're not sure where to find it, obviously right now at Essential, there's a third off all La Roche Posay. So definitely worth trying everything that Janette's talking about, and I can vouch for that as well. Send us a DM. Or I will just pop on a swipe up story after we go live to the La Roche Posay page. But please get in touch, because sometimes, Janette, as much as I love La Roche Posay, the names are a little bit complicated.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that we can help you find what you're looking for. A lot of people saying they love balms and cleansers, making them feel like a coconut husk. I like that description.
And actually the likes of, so we don't have like any say actual balm, like thick balm in a cleanser, but I guess like if you're looking for that lovely, more creamy, nourishing texture, that's why I love the Tolerian Dermal Cleanser, because it provides that. It's that lovely. And it's someone I had quickly noticed, they were asking, was it fragrance free? It is. It's completely fragrance free.
Oh, great. Jeanette, what would you recommend for oily skin that dries out very easily?
Yeah, so if your skin is oily, dries out easily, I would definitely introduce a serum into your skincare routine, because the serum, you're maybe, I don't know what you're using for your oily skin, but maybe it is just a little bit drying. And right now, because the humidity is low, you're probably noticing that the skin is getting drier. And
Yeah.
so it might be, you might find with your oily skin, like in the summertime, for example, that you probably have the opposite, where quite a lot of shine. You've got almost too much
Yeah.
moisture. But this time of year, if you find my skin is oily, but actually now it's starting to get dry, incorporate a serum into your routine. So again, hydration, hydration, hydration. Hyla B5, pop it into your routine. You can use it both morning and evening. And
Yeah.
as I said, it's just one pipette. It absorbs really, really quickly. Like, it's beautiful. I really love it. It's so light on the skin as well, and absorbs nice and quickly in. So
Yeah.
try that in your routine. And again, maybe change up your cleanser.
Yeah. I think as well, Jeanette, for anyone who is using retinol, um, that Hyla B5 serum is great to introduce and alternate too.
Yes. Yeah. And when I use retinol-based products myself, my go-to when I use a retinol-based product is the Toleriane Ultra. I'll always make sure on the nights when I use the retinol serum that I use the Toleriane Ultra on top of it. So I put the
Yeah.
retinol on first, and then this goes on top, just to keep that barrier nice and strong.
Yeah, definitely. I
Something
think,
else,
Jeanette, oh, go on.
yeah. No, it's just something else that I was going to say is also really good for just hydration throughout the day are on-the-go products like the Toleriane
Oh,
Ultra 8.
one of my favorite
So
products at the moment.
I moved my desk around at home where I'm working from, and I'm literally, as I said, I'm sitting practically on a radiator. And I
Yeah.
really started to feel the impact of the radiator on my skin. So I've
Yeah.
got this on the desk. And just throughout the day, I'm literally like spritzing away, because with the Toleriane Ultra 8, this is a moisturizer. So it's not just like a hydrating mist for the skin. It's
Yeah.
actually as good as a moisturizer.
Yeah. I
So
like to
it'll
call it
really
my liquid moisturizer.
that's exactly what it is. But the beauty of it is that if you wear makeup, then you can spray it over the makeup and it won't upset it.
Yeah.
Or if you don't, then you've got something like on the go hydration. So that's really,
Yeah.
really good.
That is one of my favorite ways to layer moisture.
Yeah.
All the year, to be honest, it's just a face mist because it's so light, and that is one of the best. I know Caroline Hirons loves it. Kerry, who's got eczema, loves it. We can't keep up with demand for it. It's amazing.
No, it's a super, super product to have.
We have two more questions, I believe, Jeanette, and then I will let you continue with your evening because I'm very grateful that you're spending a night in with me.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Jeanette, what is your go-to bedtime skincare routine?
So at the moment, I will cleanse my skin as per usual. So I'm using that Dermal Cleanser right now. Wouldn't be something I always use mind, but just right now I feel I need it.
Yeah.
So I'm using that. And then after I use that, it's hyaluronic acid. So I'm using hyaluronic acid, and I'm using the Toleriane Ultra. Yeah. But so
Nice.
that's so for me, for nighttime at the minute, it's all about hydration, hydration, hydration,
Yeah.
and keeping my skin nice and supple. Um, so, but for daytime, it would be different. I wouldn't have as much because I'm oily.
Yes, I'm the same. Just to clarify, we've got somebody asking, isn't there more than one B5 serum in the range? There
That's
isn't,
a
is
good.
there? It's,
No, so at the moment with the serums, you have the Hyla B5 serum, Then there's the orange serum, which is the vitamin C10. So
Yes.
like brightening the skin. And then you have the red serum, which is the retinol serum. But there is, within Hyla B5, there are 2 moisturizers. So there's a light moisturizer and there's a rich moisturizer in that range as well. But there's just one serum.
And it's the blue one. There is the Dermalegro, but
maybe that's the one you're thinking of. That's the Dermalegro is for allergy prone skin. So if your skin is very sensitive, very reactive, then there's that one.
The last question for you, Janette. Good products for aging and sunspots.
So some good products for aging and sunspots. Oh, retinol for sure. Aging and sunspots. So actually a good routine there would be at nighttime to use the retinol B3. So that's going to be the red serum, the serum in the little red bottle. Use that, and potentially this time of year, I definitely think you'll need some extra hydration along with it. So even at night, if you use the retinol B3 with the Toleriane Ultra Cream, and then in the daytime, use the orange serum, the vitamin C10, and use an SPF on top. So with all of the Ampilius SPFs, there's one for all different skin types. So if you have a look on the Essentials website, you'll see the Ampilius range and you'll see the different skin types. The invisible fluid is really light. So if you prefer a lighter texture, that's really light. Or there's the beautiful cream for drier skin as well. But that's I know we spoke about this at Lent, during the summer before.
Yeah.
That's our golden rule there is if you're going to use the vitamin C and you're going to use the retinol at night, the sun protection is non-negotiable. Even at this time of year, you have to have it.
No, to be honest, I'm quite glad, Janette, that questions still come up about sun in winter, because it just goes to show, how people are changing their opinion on how they should be using sun care, which is great.
Yeah, that's it. Winter sun. So we still have those UVA rays around.
Definitely. Joel has asked, is there time for his atopic question? So how can you tell you've got atopic skin, Janette? That's the last one, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah, so atopic, it's really like more that the skin is more reactive, sensitized. So for example, we'd refer to eczema as atopic. So it's a skin that's prone to allergy reaction. If you have eczema, you have a lipid deficiency within the skin. So naturally, you're not making enough lipid to help have this natural protective barrier. And because that barrier is weak, it means that allergens from the environment get into the skin and they cause an inflammatory reaction. And so your skin starts to get itchy, it starts to get dry, you want to scratch it. So the more, it's called the itch scratch cycle. And the more you scratch, the more damage your skin gets, the more irritants get in, and so on and so on. So if your skin is very reactive, prone to a lot of allergies, you have the likes of eczema, then you'd be in that more atopic category. Maybe you also have asthma or allergies as well. And if you do, well, then the best, like the whole Lipicar range for the body is fantastic. And you've got even like the Lipicar Syndet, which is great for in the shower. So that's for body.
Yes.
And that's the Lipicar Syndet's great for the whole family. Again, and it comes in a pump bottle, so you can just have that in the shower and everyone in the family can use it. And it neutralizes hard water. So if your skin is dry and itchy on your body, it's great. And then you've got the likes of the Lipicar Balm AP Plus that we mentioned as well. So for atopic skin, for body, a brilliant routine. Yeah,
and I just read, Janette, that this is anti-scratching as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And so both of them are. So Dream Team.
Yeah, exactly. It helps to like reduce the itch. The niacinamide is an active ingredient in it. That's really super and exclusive to us, which reduces the itch.
Amazing.
Oh,
Oh, go on, Jeanette.
I just see someone has mentioned Zika Plus, and I know when we're talking about dry skin, I'm like, how have we not spoken about Zika Plus yet?
One
Because
of the
Zika Plus,
best.
yeah. So have they said, oh, they have to mention Zika Plus because it's good for chapped lips. I couldn't agree more. The Zika Plus range is just such a hero, iconic range.
Yeah.
So you have the Zika Plus Balm, which was the original product. You've got a 50 ml, this little one, or the 100 ml, which is brilliant for just any dry patches of skin.
Yeah.
My husband thinks that
Having
I
it
only,
covered.
yeah, like it's so good. David's always saying, is that the only product you have? Because any skin ailment he has, I just go Cicaplast, Cicaplast. That is really, really good. Any patches of dry skin, patches of eczema for babies with nappy rash, it's
Yeah.
really excellent. And
And
then there's a lip,
breakout, isn't it?
yeah,
Some
like
on
just
little
any,
breakout.
if you've gotten, like, for example, an insect bite or something like that, Cicaplast can go on. But the Cicaplast lips is brilliant for dry, chapped and peeling lips as well.
Mm.
And then you've got Cicaplast hands too, which is
At the moment, a lifesaver for a lot of people, I bet.
definitely, we call this, Chelsey, it's an invisible glove for your hands.
Nice.
It has a high concentration of glycerin in it. So when you actually apply, it resists up to 3 hand washes. So it's really,
Okay.
really good for keeping your skin's moisture levels up. So, you know, one, it's winter. Two, we're still using our hand sanitizers lots and washing our hands
Yeah.
lots. So you've got dry, irritated, chapped hands, or a condition, contact dermatitis on your hands. The Cicaplast hand cream is really, really good.
Love that. It lasts up to 3 washes. Something I didn't know. Something for everyone to
Yeah,
know now. Well,
that's super.
Jeanette, I've learned so much. Shall we
Um,
do a quick recap before we go? Oh, somebody's asked, what's the Caroline Herron's La Roche-Posay facial spray she loves? The Ultra 8.
yeah.
Again, third off with us right now. So definitely worth shopping at Essential for
Yeah.
your La Roche-Posay products. We're still shipping, no problems as well. So if you were to order today, what day is it? You should receive it by Saturday. Unless you order next day, then that'll be sooner. So yeah, there's nothing better than a French pharmacy haul. I can see them all coming in on Instagram at the moment. It's just La Roche, La Roche, La Roche, Vichy,
Uh,
all in there.
and I think, you know, I see someone made a comment, and yeah, I need to correct myself. Niacinamide is not what's exclusive to us. Sorry, it's a neurosensine is what's exclusive to us, not niacinamide. So niacinamide is vitamin B3, and you'll find it in loads of products on the market.
Oh, great. So how winter affects the skin, it's all about the humidity being low, and that obviously lowers the levels of moisture in your skin. Best ways to sort of avoid that is making sure the temperature when you wash in the showers isn't too high,
Yeah.
introducing a serum, re-looking at the texture of your cleanser, and also re-looking at the textures of your moisturizer. So if you use a fluid, swap to a cream, layer your moisture sprays, that kind of thing. Anything I've missed, Jeanette?
No, I think like that's all really good. Yeah, looking at, as we said, the texture, hydrating serums, the likes of the moisturizing mist throughout the day, especially if you need it. And you know, even if you're out more walking and running, maybe just protect your face a little bit more from the cold kind of air, like with a scarf or like a snood, or you know, something that just
Yeah.
gives you that little bit more protection. I think it's always worthwhile.
Oh, great. I can see a lot of people are saying that they're ordering already, which is amazing. Do let us know how you get on and make sure you tag me and Jeanette when your orders arrive. So at Essential and at La Roche-Posay, okay? I've got good news. Jeanette will be back with me on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll be talking about winterproofing your skincare routine with Vichy. And I'm going to be live trying out the mask. Janette, I hope you are with me as well.
We'll try.
We'll be talking all about strengthening your skin and I guess anything else, Jeanette, to give a sneak peek for Monday.
Yeah, no, as you said, we've got a fabulous mask within the Vichy range that's really going to boost your hydration and give your skin lots of, I always feel like after I use that mask that my skin has lots of like clarity, looks really bright, and so you will love it. You might look like a mummy for a little while, but the after
Well, this
results
is
are
going to
great.
be first impressions, first time I've ever tried it, so I'm excited.
Ah,
Not to
brilliant.
wear no
You're going to
makeup,
love it.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's a great product.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Jeanette, and thanks to everyone for watching. I've seen lots of love come in, really appreciate it. And don't forget to join us on Monday for some more skincare advice. And
Great.
tomorrow, Thursday, Nikki from customer service will be back live at 11 as well, so you can have a chat with her. So thank you, everyone, and I'll see
Thanks,
you Monday.
everyone. Bye,
Bye.
Chelsea. See you next week.
Oh, it's 7 p.m. Monday. Take care. Bye.
Take